Vibrant Harriers Aloft in Spring Breeze. Lantern Rite. What is this, number 3 or number 4? Number 4, I guess, because we're on 4.4. Words, you know. As the year's end approaches, the annual Lantern Raid is about to begin. As is customary, you and Paimon return to Liyue Harbor once again, and as expected, you encounter some familiar faces. Didn't we already see them together in the TCG thing?
Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just asking Miss Kuching about purchasing a kite.
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties to bring back to Fontaine?
Well, yes. And... it seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's Lantern Rite is kites.
Floating in the sky.
That's crazy.
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that Lantern Rite should change in turn. The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade. Yeah, remember my business meeting with Tianquan Ningguang the last time I was in Liyue Harbor? That's what it was about. But all I really did was use my network to introduce Lady Ningguang to some interesting people. I'm not sure that quite counts as fostering cooperation. In the end, we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
Mechanical lifting device? Sounds pretty impressive.
Ether.
But don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
Well, you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon.
Dang.
How high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string. But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point. Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans after all. It's about time we had the power to make a kite fly, don't you think? Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
Hey, I mean, that's not a bad idea. It sounds pretty awesome.
Right? I also thought it was a novel idea. Plus, it shouldn't cost much to do. With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall in the harbor. We're having trouble keeping up with demand. We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
Cool! Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon!
Toys? They're not exactly toys.
I mean...
You see, Miss Kuching? That does seem to be everyone's first reaction. Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now. But to me, there's so much more than that. Think for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this slight piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions. There's an old poem that goes, "O kite born of paper, flying true in sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found."
Why did it stop? Send them love, send them word, send them homeward bound? Why did she stop? Is she having a moment? Is it bugged? Is it on my end or is it on Genshin's end? Did anybody else find this bug? Let me know in the comments, because there's nobody in chat right now.
In the past, poets from Liyue used kites to symbolize a feeling of longing. or evoke the peacefulness of idyllic rural scenery. If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass it down to the people of tomorrow.
That's the Kuching we know, always thinking 5 steps ahead of anyone else.
Well said, Miss Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long as you're willing to listen, I'm happy to share. I also know quite a lot about the various folk traditions related to kites. For example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way, you can turn an unfortunate event into an auspicious one.
What about something more fun? Do you know anything like that?
More fun. Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should first talk about how kites are made. It's another one of our precious forms of traditional craftsmanship. My grandfather told me that back when he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step from their elders. First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you draw a design of your choice on a piece of paper, paste it onto the frame, and tie on the string. Then, you look towards the sky and release the kite to soar among the clouds. Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites, cut the string, and let them fly free. Others may place particular thoughts or meaning into the design itself.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down.
You don't even have a notebook, Charlotte.
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness, or the desire to break free.
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
The scissor-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings. Different colors also have small variations in meaning.
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue? Kind of like the language of flowers in Fontaine.
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some point. If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you. They could be a useful reference.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
Hope it goes well.
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
We're just gonna keep on
Then
going.
I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while.
Dang.
I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting a kite flying contest on the night of Lantern Rite.
How do you have a kite flying
If you're
contest?
interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite and participate. The rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
Oh, that's fair.
I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
We'll be there. We've got it in the bag.
Maybe tone it down a bit, Traveler. What if we don't win?
We have plot armor, Paimon. We will always win.
It's better to keep a low profile until the competition starts. Then we'll give them a show they never saw coming. Oh, that secret prize is ours.
Okay,
Then I look
Paimon.
forward to seeing your performance.
You bet! See you then! Wait, Traveler? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those two people lurking over there?
Yeah, I see him.
Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now? They seem fishy.
I mean, the Chising do attract a lot of attention, to be fair.
Well, yes, but something's up. Paimon just has a bad feeling. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Rite.
You're so right.
Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Spoil their plans before they even begin.
Whoever at Genshin has this, or whoever at Hoyo has this idea to just teleport people like Farina and Paimon around, they're wild. They keep on doing it. You're right, Paimon, you're left. Wait, Paimon. No. The Orioles bask in spring. The heavens present auspices. Paimon, I'm not going over there. No. Millilith. Hey, there's a dude over there who I think might be a treasure hoarder. I had a brought a kite to fly already. Does that mean that I can fly a kite while working? You can't work right now. If you're just gonna sit there, I need your help.
So lively.
Come help me. I'm just no. You're going the wrong direction now. What is going on? I need you over there, Kun. Please. You're not taking me seriously. I guess I'll go follow Paimon then.
Oh.
It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime. Perhaps you could enlighten us as to your intentions.
But I shall not.
Whoa, where did this fuddy-duddy come from? You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy.
Buddy.
Don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you were up to no good. Tell us everything, starting with your name.
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves. You stand in the presence of the mighty and illuminated Adeptus, Moon Carver. For the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
Hojong. Huh.
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck so far up in the clouds, there's no way he'd humble himself down here with the rest of us.
You may want to hold your tongue, Paimon.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name. Let Paimon guess, you're supposed to be Mountain Shaper, right?
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two of you may call me Jiahu.
Huh. Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we've got a big fish on our hands. We'll go straight to the Millilith and have
I already tried the Millilith. They're not gonna help us, Paimon.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
If you really are who you claim to be, perhaps you can prove it.
Right. Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it better not be some common knowledge that any person on the street could tell you.
During the last Lantern Rite, we gathered at Mount Hulau with Rex Lapis and made use of Cloud Retainer's supreme cuisine machine to prepare bamboo shoot soup. Perhaps you have some recollection? The flavor of that soup was more than enough to whet one's appetite. As such, Cloud Retainer assented to my use of the device beyond that singular occasion, providing other recipes to boot. Since then, one has dabbled in the pleasures of the culinary arts whenever time allows.
Culinary. Anyway, they just said bamboo shoot was at last year's Lantern, right? I haven't double checked this, but what? Because wasn't Shen Yun saying that she wanted to try bamboo shoot soup, and Rex Lapis was like, "Lady, I made some for you 100 years ago. What are you talking about?" And she was like, "No, you didn't." And we're saying that they did this last year? Buffoonery at its finest.
Dabbled. Upon one's last sojourn to your mountain, did you not immediately attempt to hide the device behind a chunk of amber as soon as one's presence was known?
Did one
LOL.
not speak up on your behalf but a moment ago? This is how you choose to repay that kindness?
One is simply trying to emphasize the veracity of our claim.
That does not mean you should reveal personal matters so readily. They might think one bears no difference from Cloud Retainer. Forget it. One does not have the breath to waste on such petty trifles.
I suppose they really are the Adepti.
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon sorry for suspecting you. But, for beings as forgiving as yourself,
Take it as a compliment to the quality of your disguises. Few people will be able to see through it.
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
Paimon's still curious about something. It's just... Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver? It's not really your thing, is it?
It is but an inevitable eventuality. Long have the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor. With Lantern Rite near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance. Yet to this day, she has failed to appear.
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in human form to avail ourselves of their aid, Cloud Retainers in this case.
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation has hitherto revealed itself. Now, it is time for one to retire back to one's abode.
Goodbye.
So, you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given one's understanding, one can only imagine the anger that now consumes her.
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds the belief that her skill in mechanics surpasses that of all others. One can be quite certain it is hardly with an open mind that she regards the arrival of this new technology.
One surmises that she has shut herself away, refused all company, and buried herself in the study of her own creations. To call on her would only invite her rebuke. However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next few days, do pass along one's regards.
Sure, leave it to us. Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy Lantern Rite!
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that trouble and it turned out to be people we knew all along.
I mean,
Well,
when is it not?
still pretty early.
At this point, we know like
Let's head over
everyone,
and
right?
check out the kite stall. Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the competition. The bigger and prettier, the better.
Alright, let's go to the kite stall. Oh, they really just disappeared. Neato. Don't forget, missing person poster. Blonde hair, wears exotic clothes.
Welcome! Are the two of you looking to buy a kite? Would you like me to go over the different designs?
Oh, you know what? I can put Charlotte in my team. I forgot about that.
And a butterfly! And oh!
This jade chamber design is our newest. It's been selling like crazy over the past 2 days.
Does it also have a unique meaning?
Money.
Of course. The jade chamber symbolizes wealth and abundance. The kite bearing its design is said to bring riches in the future to those who fly it.
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of kite.
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the necessary kite-making materials.
Wonderful! I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
Yilong Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during Lantern Rite. Paimon would love to go take a look.
Well, if the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver these goods together?
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
Yes. The communications office handles shipments and transports around Liyue. He works for the Secure Transport Agency, one of our sub-organizations. The problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern Rite to spend time with their families.
As you would expect.
So, our available workforce has seen a dramatic decrease recently. If you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
seem really pressed for time.
We'll help, but we expect to be compensated.
Of course, of course. Hard work deserves ample rewards. Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity. Just follow the main road until you see the head of a Wusho dance costume. Should be on your right.
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. I'll even give you a discount.
Perfect. No,
Take it
sorry.
easy.
This way.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look at you. Scowl like that for much longer and your face might stay that way. Hey now, don't be upset. How about this? You extend the invitation, and I'll pay.
No way, Gaming. You're always the one picking up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you to come from behind to win like that.
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
Perfect, Gaming is here. Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications office who needs you to deliver some goods to Elon Wharf.
Oh, it must have been Longzhou. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure, go do your thing. Let's have a rematch when you get back. I won't let you win so easily next time.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials. Plus, we didn't have to walk very far.
Kite-making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one. Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Huh? You know us?
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known around these parts. Oh, and please excuse Longzhou if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place. He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place.
Me too.
Don't be too hard on him, yeah?
No worries. No thanks necessary.
So, you here for Lantern, right?
We are indeed.
It's always so lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Elon Wharf and have a look around.
Perfect! We'll go together then. I'm good with directions, so just follow me. Trust me, I know my way around. We can exchange stories, tell jokes, or just chat along the way.
Alright, sorry, I got
and there are a
distracted.
couple of good
We'd
places
like
to eat
have
along
actual
our route.
introductions with
We
him,
can stop and grab a bite when it's time.
and he just is like, "Yeah, we're good friends now."
The ingredients
Or
are fresh, the
did
portions
we
are
apparently
generous,
know him
and the
beforehand?
prices won't break the bank. You can order anything, and I promise you won't be disappointed.
Order anything?
Paimon seems to be drooling already.
Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that?
Okay,
in front
it
of
is a
our
new friend. We're good.
Don't worry, I understand. I joke around like that with my friends too. It just shows how close you are. Do you need to pack anything up before we hit the road? I can wait.
Nope.
I can wait.
Things are always packed and ready.
He's
We're pretty
talking
much
like
travel
quick.
experts at this point.
Oh, that's right. Then let's get going. If we run into any trouble, you can count on me to protect you. I am a guard, after all.
Sure, buddy. Paper shadow ruminations on the bustling streets of Liyue Harbor. You and Paimon are drawn to a painter, making paper cutouts. You spy two familiar silhouettes among the items she is preparing. Joyful beasts in their auspices. Just wushu dance during the Lantern Festival. You and Paimon run into Gaming and another friend practicing the wushu dance together. He has prepared an endlessly fascinating event and is waiting for guests to come experience it. Not yet unlocked. Okay. I wanted to put in Charlotte.
What's the news?
When I came over here on another account that hadn't been to Shenyu Vale yet, I teleported over here and had the Fujin things get started. Or I didn't even teleport over here. I went to this teleporter and ran around because I didn't want the Fujin thing to start over here. Well, as soon as I got to about right here, I think, the Fujin thing started. And it had different dialogue. It was talking about being on Lantern Rite, and it was a lot shorter. So apparently that was the way to go.
The docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there.
One step at a time.
You wait.
That's
Get
right.
behind me.
What's gonna happen?
I'll handle this. Congratulations.
Starball! Stay put!
Get wrecked, punk.
Picked the wrong test.
Seems like we really can't go anywhere without running into treasure hoarders, can we?
Yeah, it's not uncommon for deliveries to get intercepted. That's why this job needs guards like us.
Paimon was impressed by your moves back there. You seem like a real pro at your job.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's not a skill I learned on the job. It's just a hobby. Have you ever heard of wushu dancing?
I've heard about it somewhere. I don't think so.
Really? Wushu dancing is famous in Chunyu Vale. Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a business or to spread good fortune during a holiday season. But I must admit, it has nothing on the popularity of the Liyue opera. I'm also well aware that people in Liyue Harbor aren't exactly jumping at the chance to watch wushu dancing. So, it's not something I do full-time.
Huh? You have 2 jobs? How do you have the energy to do all that?
It's not that tiring. You just have to take a rest.
Ah, Paimon gets it, so you must sleep a lot then.
Not really. Just yesterday, I stayed up all night playing cards.
Oh.
Let's go. The docks are just up ahead.
Go to the docks. Okay, I can put coming back in now.
Ready to rumble.
Say
do I have
cheese!
it? Let me go ahead and turn that on. This one? No. This one. That was that, okay. Gaming walks forward and exchanges a few words with the boatman near the docks. The next thing you know, he's calling for everyone to board a bamboo raft.
Finally, we can rest. Ooh, Paimon's shoulders are so stiff. And her stomach so empty.
Sorry. Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were travel experts.
Liyue is just too hilly. Floating up and down so much. Where's Paimon out? Oh, Paimon was finally satisfied and now her poor stomach's empty again.
Aw, would you like some winter melon cake? I have some on me that I bought from a store.
Yes, Paimon will take all you got.
You might want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
Paimon never gets too full. Just like you apparently never get tired, no matter how far you walk or how many jobs you work.
Ah, I see. Then here you go, Paimon. And for you, traveler. Enjoy. And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend. I'll just set it to the side here for you.
Gaming seems like a real people person. He can get along with anyone, and he treats every person he meets like a close friend.
That hit the spot. Paimon thought she was going to starve to death for a minute there.
That close of a call, huh? I've been eating wintermelon cake ever since I was a kid. You can buy them from all sorts of places, whether it's a small vendor on the side of the road or a big restaurant in the city. But each place produces cakes with a slightly different flavor. If you like these ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from. I'll just have to check when we get back. Oh, all my jabbering must be making it difficult for you to enjoy the scenery in peace, huh?
Yapper.
Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while, okay? Really, I won't be offended.
It's okay. Paimon is kind of enjoying listening to your chitter-chatter.
We love yapping.
Aw, a fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
Why did he say it like that?
Paimon can be in a good mood anytime she wants.
True. You slowly lose yourself in the beauty of the surrounding scenery. Before you know it, you are greeted by the sight of Yulong Wharf.
Fresh bamboo for this.
Yulong?
Woohoo! We're here!
Don't forget your things, and watch your step as you get off the raft, or you're in for a swim. Thanks for the ride, Uncle Bosu. You take care of yourself now. I'll see you some other time. Okay, follow me. This way is fastest. We'll have to take the elevator up to the secure transport agency.
Alrighty, let me make sure that I have the teleporter here, and then I do actually have to start work, so I'm gonna quickly do some things to get my dailies done. Alright, that teleporter. Go things here.
Take it easy.
Changing to a slightly better team for checking for chests. What are you doing? I'm stealing your fish.
Please take the bait.
I'm getting an unusual outsider. Why are you fishing here? You're speaking too loudly! We who live near the lower Liyue Wharf are bombarded by the sound of the waterfall every day, so our hearing tends to not be that sharp. Stay safe while checking on the waterfall you hear. The huge difference in height and the violent waters can crush even the most sturdy battleships, let alone an ordinary human. Well, not that you feel ordinary in the slightest, but best not to take a risk anyway. I know, well, I kind of am an ordinary human, but that's unrelated. I can't climb up this one. I'm not cool enough for this. Away we go.
Take it! How brilliant!
Oh! That was weird.
Wind rises.
Is that the elevator? Last time I was here, it went up without me on it, and then I stayed up on top and I got stuck. Because it just hits the ceiling now, you just get stuck up there. It was wild. But I found some chests, so. Or I found this. Did I not find a chest as well? I thought I had seen a chest out here. That was why I wanted to come up here again. I guess not.
Squall and fury.
Okay. Let's just go down here and do some of these events to finish up my dailies. Round and fluffy, soft and bouncy, jump and bump. Oh my guess, welcome, welcome, and allow me, Wingsoon, to be the first to wish the two of you a joyous Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite, Miss Wingsoon. You seem to be reciting something just now. What were you talking to yourself about? Considering some delectable dessert, or perhaps a revolutionary recipe? Not far off the mark, nearly a hole-in-one. I was just thinking about the food Guoba and Weigai are gonna make. Yeah. Now those are names you know. You know Guoba and Weigai too? Huh. How could I not? You're looking at one of One Man's restaurant's regulars, you know? As long as I'm not on the road, I eat at least 7 meals a week at One Man restaurant. Compared to my hometown style of cooking, first some lightly seasoned fare, then a spicy flavor bomb. It's just a smash hit. If I end up with too much heatiness, just need to down some of the right meds and flush it right out. Then after a couple days recuperating, it's back to gorging myself in Chow Town. That sounds amazing. Best take it easy. Everyone also wants to try living like that. Anyway, I get to see Guoba and Zhangling pretty much every week, and sometimes even little Yao Yao. When Yao Yao brings Weigai along to see Zhangling, Guoba and Weigai end up playing together. Ah, it's wonderful. No matter how exhausting work is, just watching them shake and sway is enough to sweep all your cares away. But I can't be the only one being cured by Guoba and Weigai. I want everyone to bear witness to their cuteness for themselves. Well said. Now this is something important, but just how do you plan to do it? Unless these things on the table are... Bingo! I just made a paper theater featuring Guoba and Weigai as the stars. Everything you see here is at the stall is a prop for the paper theater. Paper theater, that name seems kind of familiar, doesn't it? Is it about the canvas behind you and watching the shadows on it? You guys may have heard of paper plays, a traditional Liyue art form. By artfully using the pictures and lights, you can make the scenes on the screen come to life. I've loved paper plays since I was a kid and learned a bit about them from Master Yingong. After I grew up, I became a painter, studying and traveling all over. While I was in Fontaine, I learned a few new drawing techniques and a thing or two about filming. I had quite a few sparks of inspiration, too. So using paper plays as a basis, I tried creating a novel, interactive game, and thus the paper theater you see before you was born. Paper theater and paper plays also have very different styles. Paper theater focuses on simple, short stories that'll bring a smile to the audience, so that's why this year's first paper theater will be all about an especially amiable story. Guoba and Weigai looking for ingredients to cook up something delicious together. Guoba and Weigai cooking together, that sounds really interesting. Fun food in one place, now that's worth paying attention to. Looks like you two are totally on board. Your excitement is inspiring. Then there's no time to lose. Please, just relax and get ready to enjoy this paper theater performance. Okay. Press the relevant buttons or use the movement keys to consume movement points and guide Guoba and Weigai. Hold the button to move continuously. The challenge will be discussed once all characters have reached the ingredients position. Each move of the starting point cart or boxes within the stage will be recorded. Use the recall function to restore the stage layout to its previously recorded state. It can be used 3 times consecutively. Let's do it. Woot, please enjoy. Oh, hang on. Before I start that, let me check. I just read that. Guoba obtain the key ingredient. When Guoba or Weigai starting point cart, the areas they pass through will be marked. Marked areas will be deemed inaccessible. Ignoring the marked path will restore moves consumed. Touch the key to release the corresponding lock. If you cannot reach the key, try pushing boxes or some other method. Okay, I'm tracking. Ah. I can do that. Press the portraits or use the number keys to switch the character you are controlling. In stages where Rigger and Gobo are both present, you must guide them both to the ingredient position for the challenge to be deemed a success. So I want to start... Oh, he can't go anywhere. So I can push this up. Yeah. Wait. Nice. Okay. So we start as Guoba and we get blue key. And then can't quite get the red key. But we can go all the way over here. Uh-oh. Nice. Okay, I think this is my last one before I have to go. Yeah. Those are fun. So I don't get anything just for doing them again, so I do have to claim the rewards. Claim one. I get, it's about half. Yeah. A little over. So if I claim the second one, is that enough to get me all four? Yes, neat. Okay, and I changed it into that team already, so thank you for watching. Half of day one of Lantern Rite. I'll be back to finish the coming quest.
Thank you for
Or coming portion of the quest. Maybe tomorrow, we'll see. But yeah, no, it's a good time, a good game, and we'll see who I'm gonna get. I'll have to check. Yeah, definitely excited for all the pre-metas. So, alrighty, have a good one. Goodbye.